All right, can you guys hear me? Felix, let me know if you can hear me, James. All right, perfect. All right, sorry for the technical difficulties this morning. I don't even know why this is up neither. I got a background on there. All right, guys, it's college football Saturday. We are in. I appreciate you, Alan. So good morning, everyone. College football Saturday. We have a huge slate today. And when I mean big, man. This slate is humongous. So I'm gonna do my best. I couldn't get anyone to come on the show with me this morning. I'm gonna do my best to do the show quick, but obviously not leave any rock unturned. Try to give you guys the most value I can while we're here, but I do want to have this show wrapped up by 11:30. So I'm going to try to do this in an hour with y'all. If we go over a little, that's fine. We are only going to cover college football in here today. But good news is you guys are probably going to get to see me all day because I tend to like to do the full card and like to give you guys everything. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to get together with Banana and do a hockey card or a hockey show as well. So we'll probably do an NHL show later, and I'll probably wrap up an NBA show in there as well. So I plan on doing shows all day for y'all. We have a massive slate today. Uh, I actually am going to be able to just chill and watch the games. So I figured I'll break them down. Don't hold me to having three shows today, but you could definitely hold me to having the NHL. I'll do the NHL show, and I'm going to do my best to fit the NBA in there. We have been absolutely eating in the NBA. Another pretty good night last night. Hockey helped us out a little bit last night, but mainly, man, we've been getting to the bread with the NBA. It's been a really good season so far, so I'm hoping we keep VIP rolling. I'm pretty excited about going into this weekend. We have some big college football games that I'm pretty happy to talk about. So let's just get right into it, man. Let's just start this day. Like I said, this space is going to be college football. I will try to hold an NHL and NBA show later today. But this show is going to be college football. You guys already know the deal, man. If you can you please share the space? Retweet it if you're on Twitter. Let people know we're live. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you're on Twitter and you did not know about YouTube, please go to YouTube and in your search bar, type in the outlet Sports Ventures. And my name and my thing should be the first thing to pop up. If you could please subscribe to my channel. It is not, I did not realize how hard it is to grow on YouTube. Like, holy shit. It is a whole monster all on its own, man. So, I mean, I know I haven't been on YouTube long. I've only been on there for 4 months now, but man, it is tough, bro. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. All right, let's get started. Um, listen, I'm going to skip a lot of games. All right, you guys know I can't cover the whole slate. I'm by myself. I got to work everything, including giving you all the picks. So I'm not going to be able to go over every game. But if I do skip a game that you guys want to talk about, um, please just put it in the comments, and I'll be happy to give you my opinion on it. All right. So, um, all right. Damn right. Damn fucking right, James. Damn right we stacking the chips, man. All right. Let's get into it, guys. See what we got first. Let's bring up our banner here. Let's bring up our title here. Let's bring up our picture, and then we'll get started. We got, okay, first game on the board. We got a doozy of a game, guys. A doozy. All right, we got Washington. We got Washington getting 5 points here. We got Indiana at home laying 5 points. Indiana has been an absolute juggernaut, and there's just no you can't argue it. They have been an absolute juggernaut. We got a total of 54 in this game. It's locked up on both sides at minus 110. You can catch Indiana at a minus 218. Minus 218. You got Washington getting a plus 180. We are seeing a tremendous amount of sharp money come in on Washington. And you ask me, plug, how the fuck do you know it's sharp money and not the public? Because I can almost guarantee you the public is going to be on Indiana today. I don't think the public will be betting Washington, even though in this type of game, in this situation, it's fair to say they could be. I just personally don't think they are. I think the public side of things is Indiana in this game. It's all I see when I go on to TikTok. It's all I see when I go on to gambling Twitter. I see a lot of people talking a lot of smack about Washington. So that means I think the public is going to be on Indiana. But we continue to see the line move in favor of Washington. And I like that a lot because that fits into my play. I think Washington wins this game outright. I think Indiana takes a loss today. I think Washington not only covers this number, but I think they can win outright. I mean, first of all, yes, I get it, man. A lot of people are going to argue, you know, plug, we're in Bloomington, man. Like, I get it, y'all. Like, this is no easy task, man. This is no easy task. This indie team has been incredible. It's honestly, it's honestly a storybook. To be real with y'all, it's honestly a storybook. They are a great team, but this is just not a good spot for Indy. Washington, I kind of feel like they need it, right? Washington needed that ugly game that they had last week in order, and I know it sounds weird, but it does. Think about it. Just sports in general, guys. I think Washington needed that ugly loss last week in order to win this game this week. On God, I do. I think that loss last week helped them more than anything to win this game this week. Kind of kicks them in the ass, puts a pep into their step. With a team like Washington that is as talented as Washington, a win last week would have been good. It would have gave them a little bit of momentum coming into this game, but I feel like the loss is more effective than the win last week in this situation. Washington is not going to back down here. Washington has a lot of talent. They have a lot of speed, right? This team has a lot of speed to keep up with Indy today. And the Huskies have an excellent defense, man. They do. They have a excellent defense. Um, then you got Curtis Rourke. I mean, he's great. I mean, this whole thing is great, man. He is out though, right? Wait, he's out. Curtis Rourke is out, I think. Yeah, that's another reason. Boom, right there. He's out for this game. So he is out for this game, y'all. So boom. I mean, look, y'all. A lot of people are not going to be comfortable about this, okay? And I get it. A lot of people are not going to be comfortable about back in Washington here because of how dominant Indiana has been. And in the beginning of the week, y'all, I was on Indy. I really was. But everything is pointing to Washington, man. Like as a better, this is a Washington spot for me. There's too much value. Uh I'm not going to dare say Indy is due. I don't think they're due. I think they've deserved every win they got. They've been playing tough. They look good out there. Their offense is terrific, but this is a Washington spot. They're being undervalued in my opinion in this game, and I think we're getting an advantage with Washington here. So like I said, main thing for me, I love the fact they lost that game last week. I love it. All right. James Felix is saying there's 93% of the bets on Indiana on DraftKings, but the line continues to move in favor of Washington. That is a good sign. That is a good sign for us as bettors to know that the public is on Indiana, but the big money or the books are siding with Washington. Because what happens is when that line moves down, when everyone's already betting Indiana, what does that do? That pulls more people into Indiana. It tempts more people to bet Indiana, get all that Indiana money, right? Get all that Indiana money. And then tell me it doesn't look good. Man, it looks real good to throw Indiana in as a parlay piece today at a minus 218. What? I thought I'll give me a little Indiana money line parlayed with some Arkansas, right? Like, come on, man. I I'm all over Washington here. Give me Washington outright. If you guys want to take the points, I say you buy it up. I say you buy it up. Um, you're going to have to buy it up to either a 7.5 or something like that, or I will buy it down to a 3.5 if you want to take the points. I'm just taking the money line. So give me Washington here on the money line. It's a done deal. We're wrapped in. Let's go. We'll see the Huskies on the other side. It's going to be beautiful if they go into Bloomington and win this game, man. Absolutely beautiful. But I'm not going to hold my breath on it, but we'll see what happens. All right. Kevin Hawthorne, good morning, man. Lakeland, Florida, man. Appreciate you showing up, bro. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Next game we got. What do I got on the chart for us? All right, looks like we got Nebraska. We got Nebraska taking on Ohio State. This is another one, man. This is another one for the juggernauts. At least Ohio State, man. They've been playing. Ohio State's been playing good ball, man. We can't deny Ohio State anything. They've been playing good ball. Why is this game not coming up? Where the fuck is it? Come on, DraftKings, work with me. Work with me. Like, what am I missing? Let me refresh this, John. Something's going on. My bad, y'all. All right, there it is. Now it pops up the second game on the board. All right. I had to refresh my screen. All right, we got Nebraska. Plus 25 here. We're getting 25 points with Nebraska on the road. You know, they are we're going to Columbus here at the Horseshoe. Not an easy place to play, guys. You know, if you're an opposing team heading into Columbus at the Horseshoe, chances are you're going to lose the game. Especially this year, how Ohio State's been playing. This is mucky water, man. This is dangerous water here for Nebraska. Problem is, guys, I'm loving Nebraska here. I really am. We're like I said, we're at the Horseshoe. I get it. These are two good teams, though. I do trust Nebraska here. I do, just because of the value. Okay, my first pick 4 days ago, same with like I said with Indy, was indeed Ohio State, because if they come up early on Nebraska, right, they're not going to look back. That's my problem. I'm going to know, we are going to know how this game goes within the first half. Because if Ohio State pulls away by 2 or 3 touchdowns, it's going to be torture for Nebraska to catch up. They can't allow that to happen. That will be their ending right there. Both teams are coming off of losses. Really makes this game tough, right? It really does. It really makes this game tough. Nebraska getting crushed last week gives us value on them, though, because this is a good team. It is a good team. And the way they got crushed last week gives us value on them here. 25 points is ton, a ton of points. Horseshoe or not, Give me Nebraska here. I have to go with it, guys. I'm sorry. Like I said last week, I liked Ohio State. Today, I'm not the same guy. I have to take Nebraska with the points. It's getting a little ridiculous. All right. See if anyone else got anything. Nope. All right, we're going to keep it pushing. Um, Next game we got, guys. It looks like we got North Carolina, Virginia. I'm going to tell you guys like the bigger games that I don't have anything up for. I'll give you my leans on them, without no reasoning. So North Carolina and Virginia, I am leaning Virginia there. To cover the 2.5. You guys see, I buy spreads like that. If I'm going to take a spread, I rarely take the open or take the spread the lines at. I always buy it to a football number. So like a 2.5 for me. I know people have different definitions of a football number. Mine is 2.5, right? To as a better 2.5, I buy it down to or up to whatever 2.5, 6.5, 9.5. That's how I do it. So this Virginia game, I would personally buy this down to a field goal. I would take Virginia minus the 2.5 in this spot today. Arkansas, Mississippi State. I like the over 55 in that one. Um, now we got Missouri. We got Missouri taking on Bama. This should be a fucking doozy. You want to talk about an over? Oh wait, my bad. Did I skip one? No. So where is that game then? Yo, DraftKings is tripping this morning, y'all, for real. Like, there's games missing off the board and all kinds of shit. Oh, never mind. That's my fault. I am tripping. It was up there. All right. So, all right, let's go back. All right, let's go back. We're going to go to the Ohio and Nebraska. I mean, Ole Miss and Oklahoma game. Okay. We'll go to Ole Miss and Oklahoma game. It's at 12 o'clock, right after Nebraska and Ohio State. So we got Oklahoma getting 18.5 points. We got Ole Miss laying 18.5. We got a total of 49 in this game, locked up on both sides at a minus 110. I'm on Ole Miss here laying the points. I think they absolutely run through Oklahoma today. I don't think it's going to be fair. I don't think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a track meet. Oklahoma is and been right? And been in big trouble this season. This team has nothing going for them. It's a program that I am not backing whatsoever. They are in big trouble, man. Big trouble. And Ole Miss, listen, I know that it sounds crazy, but don't count these boys out yet. Okay. Now, in my opinion, they have to win out, right? They're going to have to win out to make the playoffs. But I say this all the time when it comes to playoff seasons, when it comes up to any team, hope, right? Hope is such a big factor. And that is one thing this Ole Miss team has. This Ole Miss team believes that they are going to make the playoffs, bro. They believe it. And I think their foot is going to be heavy on the gas all the way down the stretch. Because I do think they have the ability to make the playoffs. They just have to win out, right? And they have to win some of these games in big ways. And I think this is one game where Ole Miss is getting an easy dub, man. Go out there, keep your foot on the gas, and just pound the rock, bro. And I think they're going to be okay. Oklahoma has been outscored 69-12 in their last two games. Oklahoma's been outscored 69-12 in their last two games. Okay? If Oklahoma's defense shows up, if they show up, because that's the only chance they got. If Oklahoma's defense shows up, they will still have to score, in my opinion, right? They're still going to have to put up at least 17 points to cover this number. And I don't think they can. I really don't. I don't think they can. I think Ole Miss rolls here, man. So I love Ole Miss laying the points here. I think it's a good spot, man. All right, we got Diggs in the building. Diggs, what's up, man? Good morning, bro. Good morning. All right, so I gave you guys my opinion on Virginia. I say buy it down to the 2.5. Arkansas, Mississippi State. I like the over. I think we see a lot of points in that game. It's at a 55. It's tricky, but I'll take it. Then we move on to here we go. Now we got Missouri and Alabama, people. We got Missouri and Alabama. We got Missouri getting 15.5 points in this one. Alabama laying 15.5. We got a total of 50.5. Slightly favored to the over. This is going to be a great game. All right. This is going to be a great game. Probably the game I'm watching at 12 o'clock. There's a lot of good games, but this is probably the game I'm watching. Oh wait, no, it's at 3:30. Perfect. So now I can watch the other one. Um Now I can actually I can actually watch the Washington and Indiana game because I was gonna watch this one over it. But anyway, we got we're gonna be on the over. I wanna lean Missouri here, but I think the over is a much safer play. I mean, Tuscaloosa in the building, man. I do believe that Bama will surely be playing with some sort of urgency, right? Because like we were just talking about the playoffs, guys, it's here. Like I don't know if you guys realize how close of how close we are, but the regular season's almost wrapped up, man. You can almost put a bow on that bitch. It's wrapped up and being sent out. Playoffs are here. uh, and I'm sorry, Bama's got to play with some sense of urgency because, bro, I do believe they're going to be out of the playoffs. Like, unless, unless, which we see it every year, the committee gets the phone call and Bama whispers in their ear, and we all know what happens after that, right? So that's the only way I see Bama making the playoffs. Um, Unless they just absolutely start rolling, like absolutely start rolling, because if they lose this game, they're done. That's 100% facts, and I think there's a very good possibility that Alabama could drop this game today. Um, I I like Missouri, man. I mean, I do. I like Missouri. And I'm sorry, this Alabama secondary, this defense is very, very questionable, man. Like this secondary is trash for Bama. Absolute garbage, and going against this Missouri wide receiver, man, wide receivers plural, we could see mismatches that gives Missouri a huge advantage in this game. They could pick up chunks of yards in this game. I think they keep up. I do. And and now Missouri is also going to give up points as well. Obviously, they're playing an Alabama offense that is really good. It ain't like I can see Alabama not scoring here, but I think Missouri definitely helps us get to this over. It is a bit low. I was surprised to see it as low as it is at a 50.5, but we'll take it. I still think this game goes over. I like Missouri with the points, but it's not my favorite game on the board or my favorite pick on the board when it comes to spreads. Because like I said, Alabama really needs to start kicking up like right now. Because if they don't, they're in big trouble and probably going to miss the playoffs. So that's the reason why I'm a little hesitant on not backing Bama. Um, but yeah, we'll see how all that goes. All right. Let's see what we got next. We got Illinois taking on the Ducks. We got Illinois here. We got Illinois coming in at 22 point underdog here. Oregon's at home laying 22 points, and we got a total of 54.5. So we know Oregon is the number one team in the nation, but and I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for this. I'm used to it. I get a lot of shit for a lot of shit I say on this show. Um, but I just speak my mind. They're an unimpressive number one. That's it. They're an unimpressive number one, if you ask me. Normally, we see that difference, right? You see that difference in the number one team in the nation. You see it. I don't see it with Oregon. I just don't. They're not that explosive, dominant team that I feel like. You know what I mean? Like I just don't feel that way, man. And I'm telling you, bro, like, you know what else? I felt that way about Michigan last year. I really did. I felt that same exact way about Michigan last year. They weren't really that number one we're used to. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully, I'm making sense, man. But anyway, they're obviously a force to deal with. This Oregon team is extremely talented. They are extremely, extremely good. Now, we did see Illinois did cover last week, but let's just be real. That was a ugly, ugly, disgusting game from Illinois. That offense has to keep up in this game because if not, they are in big trouble. Um, it's a big number, so be careful, but there's no way around it for me. It's Oregon here. Oregon should roll here, no problem. And I think they do exactly that. So I'll lay the 22 points here with the Ducks. This team is still really impressive. It's just not that number one, that number one solid team that we're like to see. And like I said, last year Michigan was the same way. So take it with a grain of salt, all right? Um Marcus Lane in the building, man. What's good, bro? Good morning, bro. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate you being here, man. All right. Uh let's keep it moving. It's already 11 o'clock. All right, we got BYU. Y'all know BYU is my favorite college team this year. They were last year, as well. I can't say my favorite because I root for Miami, every game. But when it comes to making money, BYU is by far my best team. I've been preaching BYU since the beginning of the season. And if you guys been riding the ride with me, we've been making a ton of money off of BYU. Look, BYU here, they're getting 3 points. It's a plus 120 here on the road, playing UCF, laying 3 points at a minus 142. We got a total of 53 and a half. So, uh, you got to ask yourself, first of all, the line. Okay, the line is a bit head scratching. But then you go back and you look at other BYU games and you're like, okay, BYU has been disrespected the entire fucking year. Okay? And that's what it is. BYU has been disrespected by line makers the entire fucking year. So can we really take this line seriously? Can we just see another BYU win by 3 touchdowns here? When they're only getting when they're getting 3 points. This line makes absolutely zero sense to me. I'm on UCF here on the money line, minus the 142. I have to do it. We are at the bounce house, man. Okay, and you got to take that into consideration. BYU just continues the roll. They also, like I just said, they continue to get disrespected. This line is disrespectful, but right, it is a letdown spot in my eyes. BYU is getting close. All right, guys, they are getting close. Look at last week. Honestly, that shit was intense, a very intense ending for BYU. Um, and honestly, that game last week, I think that game last week gave a lot of good tape on BYU, meaning BYU was exposed a little bit last week, if you ask me. They were exposed a little bit last week. Because that run defense might be a weak spot, and we've seen it. I've been peeping it. And now you're taking on this UCF team that is extremely scrappy. They are not pushovers at all. And what is one thing they do extremely well, this UCF team? They run the ball extremely, extremely well. And BYU just gave up a shit ton of tape last week on how you can really put this team on the ropes. And I'm sorry, man. As much as I want to take BYU because they are capable, they are more than capable of winning this game outright. They are more than capable of winning this game by a touchdown. I have to go with UCF here. I feel like it's the right move. I feel like the books are on the right side here. And this will be the first time this season that I fade BYU. So that should tell y'all a lot also. This is the first time that I actually can see it wouldn't surprise me at all if BYU lost this game. It wouldn't surprise me at all. So give me UCF here. We're going to take them on the money line in this one. Uh, I think they get the job done, y'all. All right, see what we got. Yo, man. By the way, if you guys ain't in my Discord, y'all should get in there, man. My guy, the MMA picker, our UFC capper, he is fucking killing it right now. He is killing the UFC right now, man. And all his picks are free, y'all. So it costs nothing to get into my Discord, and it costs nothing to be cashing these tickets right now. And he is snapping. All right, let's keep it moving. We still got a few more games to talk about. All right, I'm skipping quite a bit here. Texas Tech, TCU. I'm leaning TCU in that one. Not my favorite game. We have Oregon Cal. I like Oregon State in that game. Um, we got Texas playing Vandy. We got Texas playing Vandy. I do want to talk about this one for sure. So we got. Let me see where it's at. So I got the thing. I just ain't got a picture for it. Yeah, I just ain't got a picture for it. But we got Texas playing Vandy. Texas is laying 17 points here. Vandy is getting 17 points. We got a total of 51. It's locked up on both sides, y'all, at a minus 110. Vandy has to give Texas respect. Okay. And that's what this game comes down to. But on the other hand, Texas has to give Vandy respect as well. Um, because I'm telling you, man, Vandy has shown no respect. They have shown no fear to any team that they walk on the field with. None. And that's what makes this team so damn dangerous, bro, because they give zero fucks. They give absolutely zero fucks. They go out and play their game and they play it well. And just showing no fear to any team that they play against this Texas team that is extremely coordinated. Like this team is very clever, man. This team is very tough. You have to respect this Texas game. Because if not, Vandy could get absolutely trashed in this game. So, with that being said, Vandy has been playing great ball. They have really impressed not only me but the country. Um, and the swag that Vandy brings to the field is incredible. But we also can't forget that this is still a Vandy team that lost to Georgia State. This is still a Vandy team, right? That almost got beat by Ball State. We have to remember this, man. Think if Texas. So let me put it this way for y'all. What if Texas won last week? And what if Vandy never beat Alabama? Where would you guys have this line set? Probably around 29-30, right? At least I would. 28.5 for me. I would say Texas would be a 28.5 point road favorite here. So the fact that Vandy has all this hype around them, the fact that Texas lost last week, we are getting a ton of value on Texas here. That's my play. I think Texas is the clear and obvious look in this spot. I don't think Vandy has it in them. I don't think they're going to respect Texas enough, and Texas is going to punch them right in the mouth. So give me Texas here, laying the 17. You could probably lay this bitch up to 21, honestly. Maybe Vandy comes out here and shocks the world again, but I highly doubt it. I don't think Vandy is gonna. I think Vandy gets punched in the mouth here by Texas. So I think the line is just too low. It's just too low. If we were getting 21 or something like that, then sure. But man, I think the cards just fell right for us as betters, and we are getting an incredibly reasonable number with Texas here. Like I said, just the hype that's going around Vandy and Texas losing last week, it just gives us a ton of value on Texas here. So that's my play for this one. We're going to be rocking with the Longhorns here. I think they beat up Vandy. All right. Next game we got Florida State. Yeah, we got Florida State taking on Miami. I'm not going to be biased at all in this game. You guys are probably going to be extremely shocked with my play in this one because we are indeed back in Florida State. Now you're going to have to hold your nose on this. You're probably going to have to, use the bathroom a couple times during this game because you're going to be getting sick. Uh, you know, this is an ugly game, and I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not putting my coin anywhere near it. My money is off of this game, but this is going to be a lot closer than what people think. I feel like uh we're getting 21 points here with Florida State. Yes, we're at Hard Rock. Miami is home. I get it. There's so much hype around this team for obvious reasons. This team is fucking amazing. I love this Miami team. You guys know that. But at the end of the day, this is still a rivalry. FSU simply can't play football, and that's true. They just simply can't play football. They look fucking horrible. They look awful. When it comes to offense, especially, I mean, this offense is just not there. I mean, I don't even know if we can call it an offense. I don't know what it is, but one thing that Florida State does bring to the table is defense. Um, I think their defense has looked great. Um, and I'm not thrilled about Miami in this spot. I'm really not. You go look at history, right? When Miami wins versus Florida State, it is a super close game in almost every matchup, right? When Florida State wins, which I can't see Florida State winning this game, is why I'm saying this. When Florida State wins, it's usually by margin, meaning Florida State usually just puts the pedal to the metal. I can't see Florida State winning this game. I see Miami pulling it out. And history shows that when Miami wins this game against Florida State, it's always a close game. And I can see that's how this is going to be. I think this game shocks a lot of people. Everyone's expecting the Canes to come out here and just absolutely manhandle FSU. Do they have the ability to? Absolutely, man. Absolutely, they can. I just think that we're getting a ton of points in a game that it's a rivalry game, man, and a lot of people are going to be on Miami, and I can see Florida State, like I said, absolutely losing this game. I'm just not sure it's going to be by 3 touchdowns. All right. So I am going to fade Miami on the spread here, and I am going to take Florida State with the points. This is one of the few times that I will fade Miami this year. I only faded them once before, and it worked out for us. So let's see if we could do it again. All right, let's keep it moving. West Virginia, Arizona. I am leaning West Virginia in that game on the road. It's not my favorite bet, but that's how I feel on that one. Then we got Penn State. We got Penn State taking on Wisconsin. We got Penn State taking on Wisconsin. Let me see here. Where is it? Okay, here it is. All right, so we got Penn State taking on Wisconsin. Penn State is laying 6.5 points. Wisconsin is getting 6.5 points. Wisconsin is at home here. We got a total of 47.5, slightly favored to the over. Penn State's at a minus 238 on the money line. Wisconsin's at a plus 195. So I'm gonna give you guys a VIP play here. We are back in Wisconsin plus the 7.5, and we're gonna sprinkle the money line as well. This is going to be a VIP play for me. So you can catch the 7.5 for Wisconsin at a minus 141. I told you guys about football numbers. That's just where I'm at. And we are going to sprinkle the money line with Wisconsin here. I think that Penn State has a very, very good chance of getting upset in this game. Wisconsin has really looked good in their last few weeks. Uh, it's just what they needed. They look like a brand new team. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people will argue with me that the schedule might not be that good, but or it might be weak, the schedule, but this team has shown me nothing but improvement. The defense has been fucking amazing. Amazing, especially the secondary. I mean, bro, for Wisconsin, it might this might be the best one I've ever seen. Like this defense looks incredible. All right? And I'm not going to trust Penn State on the road laying damn near a touchdown. Like, what are we doing? Penn State has played an extremely weak schedule. So if you want to talk about weak schedules, look at Penn State's. They are barely getting past. They are barely getting past bad teams. Now you're going on the road and laying a touchdown against Wisconsin. I can't do it. Don't get me wrong. I know this ain't the sexiest play, man, but I'm telling you, I think Penn State. I think they lose this game outright. I really do. I think Penn State loses this game outright. I think all this shit comes comes up with Penn State here. They're just lack of competition. Them used to, just I just can't see where Penn State is going to have enough points to cover this spread, man. Like this could easily turn into a field goal game. Like easily. I was honestly shocked when I seen this number. Maybe someone knows something I don't. Maybe someone sees something that I don't. But I was shocked to see this number. So I'm definitely taking Wisconsin here. I think they are extremely undervalued in this game at home. And I like the points and I like the money line here, man. That's just where I'm at with this game. I think we're getting a lot of value with Wisconsin here. And it comes down to a lack of trust. It comes down to a lack of trust of me laying almost a touchdown with Penn State on the road. I can't do it. I just can't do it, bro. So that's where we're at here. We're going to be backing. We are going to be backing Penn State here. Um, I mean Wisconsin here on the money line. All right, let's keep it moving. We got LSU taking on Texas A&M. So we got Texas A&M come marching in the building. These boys, man. Sheesh. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me pull up the. Where's the line at? I was just on it. Okay, here we go. 7:30 game time. LSU minus 102 on the money line. Texas A&M in the building at a minus 118. We got a total of 54 and a half, y'all. You know, I've been impressed with LSU. I'm not going to lie. The line opened up at a 2.5, by the way. The line's moving in favor of the Tigers, and I think it's for good reason. I'm not sure if the public is on LSU here or not. I would like to think public's on Texas A&M, and the book's just moving the line because of either money for the sharps or just because they're moving, trying to get more people to buy in on Texas A&M. I'm not sure, but LSU is already looked good on the road so far this season, right? So that checks off the main box for me. Can we trust LSU on the road? I say yes. They have a 2-0 record on the road so far. They look good in both the games. So yes, I can trust LSU on the road. In their last game, Wayman threw two interceptions. LSU defense should be able to really pressure, man. Really put a lot of pressure here. I can see LSU forcing a ton of turnovers in this game. The Texas A&M defense, I I just don't trust them, bro. Now if you tell me someone that can stop Durham on Texas A&M, please let me know because I think LSU is I don't know, man. I just think that Texas A&M ain't going to have no answers for this team. So I just can't say it. I think we're getting an incredibly good price with LSU here. Give me LSU here on the money line. You could take the points if you want at the minus 102, but I'm definitely rocking out with LSU here. And I don't like backing this team, but everything is checking off for me. Everything is checking off the boxes for me here. And I can trust them on the road, and that's not easy to say with a college football team, but I do trust LSU on the road. All right, next game we got Michigan State taking on Michigan. Yeah. So, both teams are coming in, I guess playing decent. Um, I mean, both got winning records, I'll say that. The line opened up at a 3.5. It's sitting currently at a 3.5. The line's been moving up and down, up and down, up and down all week. The total is set at 38.5. So it's even moved down since this morning. Like I said, this total has been going up and down and up and down and up and down. Look, I am on the underdog here. Michigan State, Michigan State just got a great win against Iowa, and that worries me a little bit coming into this game because now you could probably be looking for, probably for them to come back down to earth a little bit, as we like to call what a letdown spot. But this can't be considered really a letdown spot for Michigan State because I think this is more of like a step up spot for them. And you can tell that this Michigan State team is moving in the right direction. Like, especially after the Tucker mess. I mean, that was just a fucking mess. You know, I think I think they could pull it out. Michigan has lost what, two games? Yep, two games in a row. Um, I don't know about y'all, but this quarterback situation Michigan got, man, is sheesh. They don't have a quarterback that can do anything consistently. That's my problem here. I mean, defense has struggled, right? The defense has struggled to stop the passing attack. They don't have any consistency about this Michigan team whatsoever. I think this is a horrible matchup for Michigan. I think Michigan State should come in here and absolutely roll. Um, I like Michigan on the money line. Michigan State. They can absolutely keep the points on this one. This is a strong play for me. I really like Michigan State here, guys. I think they can roll. Um, James Felix is saying 76% of the bets are on LSU. All right, that changes things a little bit for me. I would have thought it would have been the other way around, but like I said, I'm not always right when it comes to that. But that was a tough one for me. That does change things a little bit. I would love to see the public on the other side, honestly, on that one. All right, I got one more game. No, I don't. That's it. That's all the games I got. Anyone got any questions before we get out of here? It's almost 11:30, and I got shit I got to do. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a hockey show later. I'm going to be doing a hockey show later, and I'm also going to what was I going to say? Well, I got a brain fart right now, bro. Oh, NBA, duh. NBA. I want to do a hockey show later, and I want to try to wrap some NBA into a show later as well. So I'm probably going to be going live here again in a little while, probably around like 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'll try to get the NHL space kicked off. Even if I can't get Banana to come in with me, I'll still do the NHL space anyway. And if I do the NHL space by myself, you'll be able to get the NBA picks in the same show. But if I do an NHL space with Banana, I'm gonna only do NHL on that show, because Banana don't talk NBA, and I'm not gonna hold him up. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll definitely be doing at least one more show today. So stay tuned. If you guys are not following me, please follow me on Twitter, follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram. Please join the Discord, y'all. The Discord is where it's at, bro. Um, I love our Discord, man. Even though we don't have our community is active, but it could be more active if you get like, you know what I mean. I want a community that is just active all the time. I like a community that's always talking, bouncing ideas off of each other, and we have been like that for a while. Right now, it's kind of lowering down a little bit. We need more people to join for sure. So if you're not in our community, man, please join. It's completely free. We're there to help you guys. And we give out killer free picks all the time. All right, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. My best bet is the VIP play that I gave out to y'all. It was Wisconsin, I believe. So make sure you guys go check that one out. I'm about to drop my VIP card now for my paying clients. You guys know we've been killing VIP lately. If you guys want to join VIP right now, you can get a month for only $10, bro. Your first month for $10 with me. Just hit me up, man. That $10 you pay more at McDonald's, and I'm going to make you money in the process. The best part about this $10 deal, y'all, is at the end of the month, if you absolutely hated my service and you hit me up and explain to me what you didn't like about my service, and you say, "Plug, I just want my money back and I want to move on," I will be happy to send you your $10 back, y'all. So you got a money back guarantee if you don't like the service at the end of the month. I will be happy to send you back that $10. You just got to reach out to me and let me know, Plug, this is not for me. I would like my money back, and I'm just going to keep it pushing. And I will be happy to do that. So basically, man, come and try us out, is what I'm saying. Come and give my VIP a shot. And I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. It's only $10 to join for your first month. You join if you want to re-sign up. It's going to be 30 after. So just keep that in the back of your head, but it's well worth it, guys. It is well worth it. All right, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. Have a great day. Kickoff starts in a half hour. I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. Let's go Huskies, man. Remember that, all right? You're probably going to see a lot of people on Indiana here because we're in Bloomington, and it's for good reason. Indiana's been studs, but I think the Huskies pull out the win Big upset alert to start off our day. A plus 180. The dogs are barking. The Huskies are barking. Let's fucking go. I'll see you guys on the other side. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Enjoy your Saturday. And hopefully I will see you guys later on for for the NHL edition of Plug Talk, man. I'm gonna try to get Banana on there with me, and we'll cover the NHL, and I'll try to cover the NBA as well. All right, guys, man. Let's make today a winning one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or later on today.